Hello, for Project C we had to choose a type of additive manufacturing to create a project. As mentioned in my last video, my project B and C are linked together. Therefore, my printer will be a single project consisting of two methods of manufacturing, subtractive and additive. My last video was on the subtractive aspect. Now I'm going to demonstrate how I used additive manufacturing for the other parts of the printer. These are the supports for the X carriage. 1, 2. I've had to improvise with the lead screw nut here. That was a last minute add-on. As you can see, there's a zippy tie holding it on because I couldn't get the two plastics to bond together with the glue. On the Y carriage, there's these little U-clamps here. One on that side which runs the smooth rails which go down to the back of the printer. At the back of the printer we've got a Y motor plastic bracket that was also printed out. Two more plastic things holding the Y carriage rails. Last thing to be printed out was the X carriage and the extruder body. Wade's extruder. Comes with a big gear as well, which is also printed out. It's pulled apart at the moment because it's waiting parts. Okay, so once I got the printer assembled, I forgot to order a few parts. These parts. These plastic things here holding the X carriage on. But once I got the 3D printer built and calibrated, I managed to bootstrap, I believe the term is, and then 3D printed these parts out. As you can see, before I had it zippy tied up with zippy ties and nuts holding it, but now I have a proper plastic part which I couldn't find anywhere, and the only way to get it was to be 3D printed. So before the printer broke in class, or on the way to class, I did manage to print out a couple things. First thing that was printed out successfully was this calibration cube. It is broken, but it was because I was testing to see how resilient it was to being thrown at the ground. As you can see, the honeycomb pattern looks pretty good. I measured the calibration cube and it was pretty much 20 mil exactly on all axes, give or take probably less than half a mil. The next thing I printed out was this star, which has been turned into an ashtray. It come out okay, but you probably can't see from there, there is some parting in the layers in the Z direction. Last thing I printed out was a bottle opener. The last thing I printed out was a little bottle opener, as you can see here. Has a little coin on the inside. A little coin in there, 1 cent coin from America. I thought this would be a good idea because I have lots and lots of coins from overseas that I thought I'd bring back and show everyone because it would be cool, but it's really not. So I'm going to put them all into bottle openers. The things I would do differently with this printer would be to not build it out of acrylic, and also use different 3D printed parts, but I guess you can't really get around that at the start. You just kind of have to make do. but like I demonstrated earlier, you can bootstrap parts like this